One thing you need to be familiarized with is the symbolism that these artists I'm about to show you promote. Horns seemingly representing the devil are one of the most prominent symbols seen amongst this industry. Another is the 6. This is as well a very reoccurring hand sign that you see almost every artist throw up. Next is the inverted cross and how it associates to Satanism and the dark controlling energy. I will be going over the one eye, which represents Lucifer, as well as the Freemasonic symbolism that is used as hidden coding for the occult, from the Master of the Second Veil to the Vow of Silence. By the end of this video, you will at least see what I see. From darkness to light. I'm your host Yibo, and this is the satanic hip-hop industry exposed. Why does rapper Corbin have inverted crosses in a video of his hanging from trees while he's in the forest? Why does rapper Belu, pictured here with Polo G, who throws up signs of possession, have the same wing tattoo that we keep seeing? Why does rapper Famous Dex pose with demonic symbolism, as well as showing the horns over and over again? What's the big secret? Why does rapper Lil Uzi Vert have inverted pentagrams on his most recent album cover?
And then also the tongue of Satan, another pen. That's what I like.
Why does Travis Scott throw up the horns as well as the one eye over and over again? What's the big secret? Does it relate to why Waka Flocka Flame throws up the horns? Because Tyler Yahweh does the same over and over again, as well as having an all-seeing eye tattoo on his right arm. Not to mention the wing tattoo he has on his chest. Why does DJ Scheme, pictured here with Cole Bennett and Ski Master Slump God, throw up the one eye? What's the big secret? Cole Bennett is one of the biggest directors amongst the industry. From collaborating with Ski Master Slump God, Juice WRLD, Lil Pump, and others, he's clearly had a huge impact in this industry. In a short film titled Why Rush, you can see characters of this movie all having black eyes, seemingly demonic in nature, as if they're all possessed. The Kid Leroy, pictured here with Cole Bennett, had Elon Musk host a performance of his once for SNL. Elon himself is no stranger to the same signs and symbols. From tweeting about the Illuminati, and then even mentioning Masonry directly, joking about it. It's clear Elon knows. Even his ex-wife Grimes promotes the same signs. I mean, why is Grimes promoting the one eye too? I feel that this is all done on purpose, because Elon's mother, Maine Musk, does it as well. From photo shoots to magazine covers, she doesn't shy away from these signs either. Grimes even has shown the wing symbolism I keep showing. Why does she have a shirt with upside down crosses and a pentagram? And once again, what's the big secret?
You sold your soul. I never sold my soul. My soul was in my body. Matter of fact, I know my soul is still here because when I meditate, actually I astral project. One time I astral projected me, my soul actually left my body and took me to a place of peace and happiness. And I got so happy when I did it, bro. I only last for like 5 seconds because I woke up out of it. I was like, damn, what the f? This shit too cool. So I know I have a soul, sir. Then say, I own all my rights. I own my music. These niggas, these people, y'all, you hear me? All these people, y'all, man, look, man, this agenda they pushing, man. I ain't a part of that agenda, bro. I be in my own lane.
I had a question about the gay agenda.
Mm-hmm.
You thanked it at the VMAs. What is it? How do you define the gay agenda?
Oh, the gay agenda. There's been this plan. Like, we usually go to meetings on Wednesday in black cloaks.
Okay.
Draw like a big star and the circle on the ground. We have like these cups of blood, drink it pretty much, and we kind of like plan like world domination, like to make everyone gay and then like decrease the world population. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
And I have good news and bad news.
The good news may be that the Old Town Road performer is getting a lot of attention lately. The bad news could be that some of that attention has been controversial and has even led to a lawsuit. 21-year-old rapper Lil Nas X timed the release of his newest video with the launch of a pair of sneakers, and both have made headlines. The 3-minute, 10-second music video for Montero, Call Me By Your Name, shows the rapper in a fantasy world tempted by a serpent, then banished to hell. Blood Sneakers, Lil Nas X's collaboration with art collective Mischief, were released the same day as the video. The 666 pair of sneakers are black with red trim and feature gold pentagrams, inverted crosses, as well as human blood inside the sole.
On my wavy shit, you know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out gang though. Shout out gang though. Shout out Nas, my nigga #1 gang.
Trippie Redd wearing Lil Nas X's Satan shoes shouldn't be a surprise. In a video called Took My Breath Away, you can see an inverted cross shown, as well as Trippie throwing up the one eye and themes of possession. Trippie also paid homage to Tupac Shakur by posting an upside-down inverted pentagram.
And if we look closely at your eye, what do we see on your eyelid?
It says TR666.
666, and it makes me think, Trippie, I have to give you this record right here, a Greek prog record that you can sample by Aphrodite's Child from 1972.
Oh my gosh.
And you should sample Marching Beat. But that's pretty amazing. It's a Greek prog record by Aphrodite's Child called 666. Perfect for you to sample, right?
Hell yeah. Perfect for me to you know what I'm saying? And anybody that wants to know, you know what I'm saying? 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons. You know what I'm saying? It's you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on the earth is built up of these components. You feel me? So you're 666. Remember that.
What if all of this isn't necessarily bad? I feel heavily that these questions need to be answered. Because even NLE Choppa, who said he didn't sell his soul, promotes the same signs. Even KSI does the same stuff. Why is it so repetitive? Why is there never an end? Every single artist does the same. What's the big secret? No, seriously, what's the big secret? Does it relate to the horns you keep throwing? Just wondering, cause rapper DDG does the same. From the horns to the one eye, it's all there.
So it's like, you know, I always been around music. I always wanted to do it. And I'm going to tell you another secret. I never tell nobody this. The only reason why I always knew in my head, I'm like, okay, if I do music, I know I'll blow up. You know what I mean? I just felt it. And you know how you just feel like you believe in yourself, like you know what I mean? With your craft and you can do it. You know what I mean? And I knew I could do that. But the only reason I didn't want to start doing music earlier in my life or whatever is because I was scared of the Illuminati. I used to watch like conspiracy videos and shit, and I used to be like, oh man, I don't want to do no weird, you know what I mean? That weird sacrifices and all that bullshit. You know what I mean? So I was
That was
like,
a big thing. That was a
that was
big
a big
thing like
thing. That
a
was a
few
big
years
thing
ago.
back then. So I was scared of that shit. So I never wanted to make music. But it's
Damn, yeah, that's crazy. I mean, like I said earlier in the 2000s, when World Star was the big thing, and you would see all these Kanye and all these conspiracy theorists and all that, like the Illuminati was a big thing.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
You don't want to on my cousin. Illuminati, bitch, I'm on my fuck shit. Illuminati, Illuminati.
Anuel AA is a Spanish rapper who promotes the same symbolism. From being in front of a Masonic building to referencing Lucifer and throwing up an all-seeing eye, to him getting manipulated in a video by a possessed woman who seduces him and chokes him until he's blue. In the same video, you see Juice WRLD having the same wings as we have been seeing so far. Could this be related to why Anuel has an all-seeing eye tattoo? What's the big secret? El Chimi, as seen here with Anuel AA, is another Mexican artist who promotes and flaunts the same symbolism over and over again. From labeling himself as the demon of the industry to showing the horns, it makes you wonder, is this the same thing Bad Bunny, as seen earlier in this film, is associated to? Because songs like I Am the Devil, in which Bad Bunny is featured on with an artist named Nathaniel Cano, makes me wonder. From the all-seeing eye pyramid as a necklace to the one eye being shown, it's all there. The song I Am the Devil, not to mention, was wrote by a man named Dan Sanchez, who has an all-seeing eye as his profile picture on Instagram and a tattoo of one on his left wrist. This must be the same thing Daddy Yankee is promoting. From a goat head being used as symbolism for himself, to his own record label showing the same thing we've been seeing. This must be why Almighty TGC has one eye on his neck, as well as two others on his wrist and another on his neck. Alex Gargola is a producer very prominent in the industry who shows no different himself. From the one eye being promoted in his own music and on his own Instagram, it's clear he knows something that most of us don't. You're not going to believe what I found on his Instagram after researching only for a few seconds. Or maybe you are ready to face the truth. It's right in our face. Rapper Alaman is no different. I showed you the American industry. Now it's time to show you the Spanish industry for what it is. The amount of times you see the same stuff is quite frankly very alarming. What would be the reasoning to have it seen so much, unless there was a purpose behind it? I know I asked this a lot earlier, but once again, what's the big secret? No, again, seriously. What's the big secret? Because J Balvin, pictured here with Bad Bunny, seemingly is aware of the same thing. He throws up the one eye himself multiple times. From the six being thrown, all the way to signs of possession, it's clear that this serious set of questions I've been asking need to be answered. Why do we keep seeing the one eye over and over again? Why does he have a similar wing tattoo on his torso? Is it the same reason Nicky Jam has an all-seeing eye on his? Not to mention the one eye he has on his arm. Why does he promote the horns again and again? Why does he have the same wing tattoo on his neck as all the other artists I've shown? Why does Archangel have one on his? Why does Dalex have one on his too? Is it the same reason Dave E has an all-seeing eye tattoo on his arm, as well as throwing up the horns himself? Why does artist De La Ghetto do the same? Because he does it over and over as well. I mean, seriously, what is the reasoning for all of this to continuously occur in front of us? Why does he throw up the all-seeing eye pyramid with his hands as well? What's the big secret? Is it the same secret Blessed knows about? Because he throws up the horns over and over as well. Not to mention the all-seeing eye tattoo he has on his left arm. And the all-seeing eye he has tattooed on his neck. Why does El Alpha throw up horns? Why does UK artist Tion Wayne throw up the horns as well as the one eye? Is this the same secret that rapper Central C knows about? Because an all-seeing eye tattoo on his arm makes me think so. Why does he throw up the horns over and over again as well? Does it relate to the wings we keep seeing, as he has some tattooed on his torso? Why does Aich throw up the one eye and horns? Is it the same reason Chinese group Higher Brothers do the same? One brother in particular out of this group throws more signs and symbols up than anybody else. From dressing like the devil, to the one eye being shown over and over again, all the way to this man himself having an inverted cross necklace worn, and the wing tattoo we keep seeing on his neck. Not to mention the inverted cross tattoo on his left earlobe. Why does Russian rapper Morgenstern have 666 tattooed on his forehead? Is it related to the themes of possession we keep seeing, or the one eye like the tattoo he has on his neck? Back to American rappers, I just wanted to show you that this is genuinely a worldwide thing happening.
Felt defeated and my weakest, but I'm stronger now. I keep on fighting right on.
Jimmy Levy is an American rapper, as you can see in this video featuring Rick Ross, showing demonic symbolism. Why does Jimmy have an all-seeing eye tattoo on his wrist? Why does Nick Natoli, who you see in this video featuring Jimmy, wear an all-seeing eye necklace, as well as a Freemasonic necklace? When I asked Nick about a Freemasonic hat, and if he is a Freemason himself, he answered yes.
All do the same job, they transport souls. Anunnaki came to the planet to take gold. These have been the ways since the days of old. 3 wise men, 3 kings, etc. The Dark Star Emperor, Orion Nebula, the Grand Leveler. The Grand Leveler.
Did you know that rapper Apathy was a Freemason featured in the official Connecticut Freemason magazine? Why does rapper Beano dress up as the devil? Why does Low Gravy throw up the horns over and over again, as well as artist Arizona Zervas, who has an all-seeing eye pyramid tattoo with wings on his neck? What's the big secret? Because Dizzy Wright, who has a similar tattoo on his neck himself, makes me wonder. Why does Kendrick Lamar throw up the one eye, as well as having a song referencing the Illuminati? Why did he perform with black eyes? Is it the same reason Paul Wall throws up horns over and over? Is this why Ramirez throws up the 6 over and over again? Why does Tory Lanez have a similar neck tattoo like the one on Young Thug's torso? who I'll tell you right now is, guess what? A confirmed Freemason. If you don't believe me, then here's the official post from the Masonic Lodge's Instagram that Young Thug went to. Is this the big secret? Because Kid Ink, who throws up the vow of silence over and over again, as well as the horns, makes me believe so. Oh, and is that another wing tattoo on the left side of his chest? What's the deal with that? I mean, really, what's going on with that? Why does rapper Gunna, as seen earlier, have now, instead of just the neck tattoo with wings, a chest tattoo with wings? Is it the same reason rapper Gashi does? Because him having multiple album covers with the one eye being shown, and him showing a Masonic hand gesture, makes me wonder. Is it the same reason Jelly Roll has a wing tattoo on his neck, or why rapper No Cap has one on his face? Why does No Cap also have this as a song's visualizer? Is it the same reason rapper Fase Yoda from earlier does as well for his music? Because him having an all-seeing eye tattoo on his right arm, as well as throwing up the vow of silence multiple times, makes me wonder. What's with the one eye being thrown up as well?
Breaking news last night at 9. We can now verify the person killed in a shooting last night near Bartlett was Robert Tunstall, better known as rapper Casino Jizzle. The shooting happened last night around 6:30 on Goldbriar Lane. Casino Jizzle planned to release his new album this Friday.
Why does rapper Casino Jizzle have a wing tattoo that is exactly like rapper Quavo's? Why does Kai Cenat, pictured here with Lil Uzi Vert, have a similar tattoo on his chest as rapper Moneybagg Yo? What's the big secret? Is it the same secret DJ Snake knows about, or DJ Mustard, who throws up the triangle hand sign? Why does producer Rojas, who worked with XXXTentacion, have an all-seeing eye tattoo on his right arm? Is it the same reason Boonk Gang has one on his wrist? Why does he throw up the horns? Is it the same reason Ty Dolla $ign does? Is this the big secret? Why does Ty Dolla $ign have a similar tattoo on his chest like rapper Smoke Perp does on his neck? Why does rapper Rilo Rodriguez have a similar tattoo on his neck like Mac Miller, who does as well? Not to mention the tattoo he has on his chest. Why does producer Murda Beats, pictured here with Drake, throw up the horns over and over again, as well as the one eye? Why did Nick Cannon say this during an interview?
Yo, what's cracking? You know what it is. It's your homeboy Ice Cube. And some of you may not have realized that I'm not part of the club. And a lot of you listening to me right here, right now, you're not part of the club either. And what I realized with the club is what makes them so mad is when you don't want to be a part of their club. That pisses them off. What club am I talking about? I'm talking about the club of gatekeepers that we all got to deal with. You know who they are, and they definitely know who they are. A lot of people would be like, what, who? Come on, man, stop playing.
What is Ice Cube exactly referring to? Why does Indian rapper Emiwe Bantai throw up the horns? What's the big secret? Is it the same secret American rapper Pooh Shiesty knows about? Is it the same secret rapper No Cap knows about? Why does rapper Young Pinch, pictured here with Trippie Redd, throw up the horns multiple times? Why does he have a similar tattoo on his neck like all of the other artists I've shown? What's the big secret? Why does rapper Paris Shadows promote the same symbolism? Is it the same reason JID is doing it? Because he has an all-seeing eye tattoo on his neck that makes me feel like it does. From Young Thug to Tyga, both seen earlier in this documentary having the same tattoos, to rappers like Yellow Wolf, who show the same symbolism. Why is this such a common tattoo? Because 2 Chainz has it on his neck, as well as Birdman. Even Post Malone. Could it be related to the Baphomet? From Sauce Moolah, who you saw with Zilla Kami earlier, to rapper Future. Could this be related to the Freemasonic eagle symbol? Because look at the picture again. It's the same crowned eagle. From Rich Homie Quan to Wiz Khalifa, you really have to start questioning what this means. From Sway Lee, Young and Ace, and Lancey Fox. This is all right in our face.
I got a cute bitch like an angel. I'm a triple six demon, not an angel. We in the same game, but we ain't got the same goals. I'm in a different lane, but we fuck the same on me. Saint Laurent, Saint Laurent, Saint Laurent. Ain't no Armani on my body, Illuminati. Rolling with a fun bitch, she like two tsunamis. Yeah, new designer, I make her touch her toe.
Okay, I got it copied. 2020, but I can't see nobody. One eye open, Illuminati. This might be the verse that make them drop me.
Travis Scott, as shown at the very beginning of this documentary, is a perfect example of how blatant the demonic imagery is shown. Trippie Redd having a demonic song cover and his hairstyle as the horns makes you wonder. Not to mention the chain with wings he has, which is similar to Travis Scott's tattoo on his chest and the one you saw earlier in this documentary on his neck. What exactly is going on? From rapper Young Lean throwing up the one eye to the vow of silence. He's another example of how this industry is promoting these symbols on the regular for the viewers to see. All of these questions I've been asking must have an answer. Enough of the whys, because you're about to find out the truth. It's been in our face the entire time. Look at Young Lean's tattoo. It's Lucifer.
Performance. We know we've got that great tribute that's happening. Any other performances or anything you're looking forward to?
Honestly, I just want to see, one of my bosses perform. You know that?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Hey, it's a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you so much.
Have so much fun. Have a good time.
Have a great time tonight.
I love it. So good seeing you.
Did I sell my soul? I sold my soul for you. Now figure that out. Talking about I sold my soul for you. For all on here that's asking me did I sell my soul, why the fuck is y'all on here if y'all think I sold my soul? Y'all coming right with me, you dummies.
Do you believe it now when rappers say they sold their soul? Or do you still think it's just a myth? With all of this being shown and said, I'm your host Yibo, and this has been the satanic hip-hop industry exposed.
I believe in the human race, period, and I truly believe that anyone can be what they want to be. We need people to ideally take care of the world. We need good mothers. We need good fathers. We need people with sources of knowledge. Let's make it not cool to be stupid. Let's make it cool to be a good person. I'm tired of it being cool to be a murderer or a shooter or just this irrelevant being. Like, that shit is stupid. Like, the sooner we understand that we need each other, which is the truth, bro, because I wouldn't be who the was now if I didn't have anyone. Truly. If I didn't have the support from you guys and I didn't have the people that truly believed in me, I would be nothing. And I'm aware of that. And I've gone through my fair share of destruction and pain in the process to get where I've gotten, and I know that anything is possible. And I really just want, at least, if alright, let's say worst thing comes to worst, I die a tragic death or some shit, and I'm not able to see out my dreams, I at least want to know that the kids perceived my message and were able to make something of themselves and able to take my message and use it and turn it into something positive, and to at least have a good life. I at least, if I'm gonna die or ever be a sacrifice, I want to make sure that my life made at least 5 million kids happy, or they found some sort of answers or resolve in my life, regardless of the negative around my name, regardless of the bad things people say to me. I don't, because I know my goal in the end, and I know what I want for everyone, and I know what my message is. So I just wanted to say, I appreciate and love all of you, and I believe in you all. Do not let your depression make you. Do not let your body define your soul. Let your soul define your body. Your mind is limitless. You are worth more than you could believe. All you have to do is dream, and all you have to do is want to fulfill that dream and have the strength to fulfill that dream. Pain is a sign of progress. When you feel pain, there is progress. I love you all.
Another buster.
Wheeling down to Bilderberg, I'll get more in depth, cause you boys really need a word. Throwing up a pyramid, it's all Illuminati. Now I'm jamming pocket, trying to find my shotty, cause I hear the prophets calling, trying to calm me down. I'm trying to spit the facts. It's this 666 when you play it from the back. Yeah, I'm talking more drama, Rockefeller 80% dead threat. Don't forget, when they come for the neck.
That's their game and it's not fair. They make the rules and you don't care. You just blindly sell your soul. Hypnotized, they're in control. In a trance you go along, indoctrinated by their song. Only thing that's on my mind is who's gonna free this town tonight.
To the creamer, Auschwitz wannabe fiends, fucked up control freaks. It's the return of Rudolph Haas, or 645 with PD-51, the capstone to the eye. You think the beat is done, they took you for a ride. You think they run this down, they run the game, that's no lie. Yeah. And they ain't spending no cake, those Federal Reserve notes, you know they all fake. Yeah. I thought those in barcodes on my bank heads, looking like my boy Ron Paul.
Wake up. They make the rules and you don't care. You just blindly sell your soul. Hypnotized, they're in control. In a trance you go along, indoctrinated by their song. Only thing that's on my mind is who's gonna free this town tonight.
Yeah, exposed to the truth. Reversing the spell. How you can go from being Joe Blow to sucking New World Order dick like a homo. CIA recruitment, that's faux show. We know you like a fish stick sucker, we got photos. Gay escorts, Bohemian passport. The growth that everybody asks for. If you ask Taylor Swift, she'll say he's an asshole. Behind closed doors, he's Jay-Z's favorite back door. Turned out, sold out on love for his people. Just like Barack Obama saying evil. They'll probably call me racist like we're living in the 50s. Even though my countless vote went to Cynthia McKinney. Yeah. But they can't understand how Bilderberg's hand is behind this racial plan. White power, black power, better read the art of war. No power, one power with a freedom. We're standing up to the drama that they do bring. Just check the left hand, see the G-ring and mock rituals. What are they unleashing? Masonic rituals live on TV. It's all been exposed like Versace clothes. Just like MK Ultra is on my control. You tripping when you ain't sipping. Have a refill, you feeling like you in prison, huh? That's cause that's real.
Was it more obvious to you when you became a star?
Yeah, absolutely.
When you got closer and you got into the world,
absolutely.
And you started to
and those weren't. By the way, those weren't beliefs that I carried with me. It was just like, maybe like I wonder. I don't want anybody to think that I ever believed those things. But I was susceptible, more likely to believe them at that point than I was. But when I got into the business and I became closer to these people in this situation, you realize like, oh, what are you talking about? Like these are regular people. You know what I mean? These are people. This man is from Mars. He projects. Jay-Z. He's from the project. You think they're gonna let him into the Illuminati? He's from the project, and he doesn't have enough money.
Welcome back to Calculated Confusion Exposed. Once again, I'm here to tear down these false idols and unveil the deceit. Many people regard J. Cole to be one of the best rappers. They look at his body of work and think he is sending a good message to society. In the clip played, J. Cole denies claims that him and Jay-Z are a part of the Illuminati. J. Cole is a liar, and the evidence presented will make that clear. Jay-Z and J. Cole both had to walk through those doors to get to their position. We'll start with a brief synopsis of Jay-Z's occultic ties that he later introduces J. Cole to.
Born December 4th, 1969 in Brooklyn, New York. He had a tough upbringing, being raised in the ghettos of Brooklyn and one of the worst project buildings to ever exist, Marcy Projects. He was raised in a single-parent home after his father abandoned the family at an early age. Jay-Z had 3 brothers, one which he apparently shot in the shoulder at one point for stealing his jewelry. Jay's mother would realize that he was into music, so she decided to gift him with a beatbox for his birthday. Jay started freestyling over songs and writing lyrics down, and this is where his dreams of becoming a rapper would come to life. Jay built up his confidence on the mic and took to the streets, joining on local freestyles and battling people all over the city. He would eventually become known for rapping around the neighborhood. This is the same time Jay-Z claims he was selling drugs in the streets of Brooklyn in order to survive. Jay-Z would meet and befriend Jazzo, a local rapper who would go on to mentor Jay-Z in his early career. Jay-Z even named himself after him. Jay-Z would go on to start building a bit of a name for himself in the underground battle rap scene and go on to battle a few big name rappers like LL Cool J. In 1994, Jay-Z would meet DJ Clark Kent, who would really like the way Jay-Z rapped. He connected him with Dame Dash, who at the time was managing another hip-hop group. Together they formed Rockefeller Records in 1995 and quickly began looking for record labels to house the label. They were signed to a distribution deal with Priority Records in 1995. Just a year later in 1996, Jay-Z would drop his debut album, Reasonable Doubt, marking the start of his career. This is what you may already know about Jay-Z, but the truth is much more sinister than this. It wasn't that simple for Jay-Z to make it to the top of the music industry. I believe Jay-Z sold his soul to the devil and willingly took the oath to serve Satan. The reason I have come to this conclusion is simple, because he's based his entire record label on Freemasonic principles and also follows the teachings of Aleister Crowley. In order to understand my point, we must understand what Jay-Z is doing. It's the same thing Drake is currently doing with the Sixth God and the Owl of Monarch branding. See, these artists take the oath and essentially get rewarded for how much of their contribution furthers the agenda. Since Jay-Z embodied Aleister Crowley's teaching and made it the core values of his record label and image, he was awarded with the highest ranking possible. Jay-Z went as far as naming his label Rockefeller Records. For those who don't know, the Rockefellers are a very wealthy family and are also known to be one of the original 13 bloodlines of the Illuminati. The Freemasons can join a sub-Illuminati group within the Masons once they reach a certain degree within Freemasonry, essentially learning the Illuminati teachings as well. Jay-Z also admits to taking the Satanic Oath and not having any regrets about it at all the way in 1996 in his song Regrets. He raps about how in order to survive, he has to live with his regrets. In the same album, he has another song called Devils, where he is rapping about accepting evil and not wanting God's forgiveness. He explains how when he was younger he didn't pray to God, but to big-time gangsters. He goes on to rap about how he is okay with rotting in hell, as long as he's able to have everything he wanted. He even states that he is allowing the devils to enter him. This is important to understand, as this was Jay-Z's initial introduction into the music industry, and he was already on board with the agenda. In order to be allowed into Freemasonry, you must be at least 21. With a few years and dedication, you can climb the ranks of Freemasonry. This perfectly explains why he entered the music industry at the age of 26. What I also found strange is that Jay-Z released his album The Blueprint hours before the incidents that took place on 9/11. As many of us have seen before, the Freemasons love inserting messages of events that they're working on achieving. Like many people have pointed out before, there was multiple references to 9/11 before it happened in movies, shows, games, and music. It is no coincidence that he would release his debut album the same day of the 9/11 incidents and call it The Blueprint, as he was referring to the blueprints of the Freemason New World Order plans that were in motion. See, 9/11 was a very important day for the Masons, and it marks an important moment in their plans. I also want to talk about Jay-Z's close relationship with R. Kelly, someone who has a disgusting past involving underage girls. Him and Kelly will record a whole album together and go on tour together. This is especially troubling because we all know exactly what Kelly is currently sitting in jail for. With Jay-Z showing his admiration for Crowley's teachings, I can see Jay-Z having no issue participating in the actions that R. Kelly was already known for at those times. Even Nas, who had issues with Jay-Z at one point, came out exposing Jay-Z for this very thing. He states that Jay-Z knew and participated in the sick things Kelly was doing to those poor girls, even claiming that a 14-year-old girl was at the studio with Kelly and Jay-Z while they were recording music together for their album. Taking into consideration Beyonce and Jay-Z's age gap of 12 years, and Jay-Z supposedly meeting her at 18 years old, it's safe to say that Jay-Z prefers his women a lot younger than him. Jay-Z also made tons of New World Order references in his Run This Town song alongside Kanye West and Rihanna, two artists that I've done videos on. In the song, Rihanna sings the hook explaining how they're gonna run this town. Jay-Z proudly says, "We are," and repeats it confidently. He even continues to state how this is Rock's nation to pledge your allegiance. What this line means is simple. The New World Order plans were in motion, and he was manipulating his fans into participation through his music. Jay-Z had aligned himself with the Masons and knew what we're currently going through was destined, as these plans have been in motion for hundreds of years. In the second verse, he continues by calling himself Caesar. The Freemasons love referring to the Romans due to their false god worship. Those false gods that used to be worshipped in Greek mythology were fallen angels who were casted from heaven when Lucifer was casted out. They managed to convince the people of those times that they were gods and had them worshipping them, committing sacrifice for demonic blessings. Jay-Z continues by demanding that his fans follow his lead into the new world that the Masons were building. He even goes on to call himself God on the record, something Jay-Z and all the Masons believe and chase after. Jay-Z shows signs of truly believing in this. Jay-Z went as far as adding Hov to his rap name. This is a blasphemous take on God's name Jehovah. Hov, or as he often calls himself, Jehovah, literally means he thinks of himself as God. Jay-Z has clearly been chosen to lead the hip-hop audience into accepting satanic principles. The Masons used Jay to enslave his own people, convincing his fans that a life of crime and being soulless was the only way to make it to the top. See, the Freemasons know that using an artist like Jay-Z to target black and Hispanic people in lower income communities is the best possible way to get it done. People relate to what they recognize. Since Jay-Z grew up in the projects, what better person can be used to reach people who live in these ghettos? The Masons will have Jay-Z rap about the very things that would destroy his communities. Murder, sex, drugs were always at the core of his lyrics. The lyrics for Run This Town are clearly prophesizing what was yet to come, a world where the satanic way of life was going to be blindly accepted by the masses. Jay-Z took the leading role as he guided all of hip-hop into following the satanic agenda. This is exactly how Jay was able to reach the top of the world and be accepted by billionaires. There's no other way to be given such a role in the NFL. They used Jay-Z to directly talk to black communities. Jay-Z embodied Freemason ideology so well, they put him in charge of leading the Masons in hip-hop. Early in his career, he knew what he wanted and represented Lucifer, even naming a song Lucifer that was produced by Kanye. But even more interesting was his verse on Monster, a song by Kanye West, Jay-Z, and Nicki Minaj. If you would like to, Jay-Z will go on to rap lyrics where he declares himself a monster. He also admits to doing the very thing that I pointed out in this video. He murders blocks and kills avenues. This is very important. Don't let this go over your head. He wants you to know that he kills blocks and avenues, meaning that he's responsible and he knows the principles he spread and the influence he pushes onto his fans causes much of the harm in urban communities. He continues to rap about how he does evil things to women and children. Jay-Z has no trouble admitting his alliance. He wanted this and he achieved it no matter the cost. With no remorse, he sold out his own people to climb the ladder to the very top. He managed to get everything he wanted and more, surpassing almost every man in hip-hop. I can't say this enough. I know for some of us, we enjoy listening to the music these artists produce, and it will be hard to avoid their music in a world that they so heavily influence. Just try your best to remember to not let it influence you. You know what their end goal is. You can determine if that's truly something you want in your mind. Thank you for watching this episode of The Truth Is.
Jay-Z has clearly sold out. He lives on the philosophy "do what thou wilt," which came from Aleister Crowley, who is a Satanist and Freemason. To further drive the point, Jay is seen here with Marina Abramovich, who is a well-known Satanist, performing some ritual with Jay-Z. Marina Abramovich is also a spirit cooker. She's essentially a witch. The clip shown is her performing a sick ritual with her painting walls with actual blood. The actual vid online is in color.
Jay-Z, man, he's involved, but he's involved with that place. Like, see, people don't understand the science behind Satan, Lucifer, and God. And if you notice, he calls himself Jehovah or Hove.
The fact that J. Cole is even signed to his record label should be evidence alone Cole has sold out. But before we dive into that, I'm going to take a quick moment to show you the key symbolism that you should be looking for from the elite. The Illuminati usually refers to the Bavarian Illuminati, an Enlightenment-era secret society founded on May 1, 1776 in Bavaria, today part of Germany. The society's goals were to oppose superstition, obscurantism, religious influence over public life, and abuses of state power. The Illuminati is also involved with many other secret societies including the Freemasons and the Skull and Bones. Woe to the idle shepherd that leaveth the flock! The sword shall be upon his arm, and his right eye, his arm shall be clean and dried up, and his right eye shall be utterly darkened. There are a ton of symbols that they use to communicate. I just wanted to show a few so you guys can get the idea of how it works. The final symbol that we will cover is the Masonic checkerboard. The Masonic checkerboard is one of the most important symbols to the Illuminati, for it is used in ritualistic ceremonies. This is used because black and white is a symbol for duality, or the base of consciousness, which you will see how later that connects to J. Cole being labeled a conscious rapper. Duality comes from dualism, which is the religious doctrine that the universe contains opposed powers of good and evil, especially seen as balanced equals. So now we know that when we look at J. Cole's logo, this is a representation of the checkerboard that represents dualism. The logo is black and white just like the checkerboard and shows the opposition of good and evil with the halo and horns. This is a clear sign that he involves himself in satanic rituals. Now we are going to take a look at some of his discography, starting with his first studio album, The Sideline Story. If you look on the cover of the album, immediately when you look under his legs you see two sets of crosses. That is the Leviathan cross, which is known as Satan's cross, a form of subtle symbolism right under your nose. In the intro to this album he immediately lets it be known he sold his soul by saying, "I'm hot, I'm hellbound with these flows, Cole, and when my story's told, let it be known that I'd never fold. I took my time, I gave my soul, I watched you shine, but me I glow, so I'm coming for what I'm owed, you know."
Your homegirl saying he a bad boy, but I'm signed to the rock, no time for the gossip. Put not, so don't you stop, I need hate. Cold. I just might need two, cause niggas say they don't. Timberlake, Eminem, and Macklemore. The beach is my mind working. Dress over the wine and
J. Cole's next album dropped 2 years later in 2013. The album is titled Born Sinner and is one of his most demonic projects. As you can see, the first cover art is a demon. The third one is the devil horns, and the one in the middle has a broken pillar, which represents on the first track on this album he lets it be known he sold his soul again, saying, according to the preacher man he need Jesus in him, but the devil run TV. So the demons in him, I'm in trouble. Did a deal with the devil, now I'm pleading with him like give me my soul. I ain't never letting go, please give me my soul. But the devil don't play fair. The song Let Nas Down is extremely blasphemous. Just like Jay-Z, he puts idols over God, saying, this for the nigga that said hip hop is dead. I went to hell to resurrect it. How could you fail to respect it? Long live the idols, may they never be your rivals. Pac was like Jesus, Nas wrote the Bible.
take my
freedom that drove me crazy. The day I drank my own urine, my own semen with a 9 in my brain. But wait a sec, give me time to explain. Women in fast cars and diamond rings could poison a rap star with so my freedom that drove me crazy. The day I drank my own urine, my own semen.
We can see even early in his career that he pledged his allegiance. I can't cover all of his projects this video because it would be several hours long. But I just really want to drive the point home that these are not coincidences. Fast forward 5 years to 2018. J. Cole released the album K.O.D. We know that K.O.D. is the kiss of death. In the album cover we see J. Cole being represented as a king. In the photo it would appear as if he is in control of the children. As they do drugs under his influence we can see they lead to death through J. Cole. He is letting you know that rappers including himself is leading a generation down a bad path. On the album, he has a music video for the song ATM and symbolism is a lot worse. His most recent album The Off-Season continues the symbolism on the album with the right eye covered. He's still preaching his same message of false idol worship. In the song Let My Hand Go he mentions that he had dibble-dabbled in a few religions. He makes a blasphemous comparison in his interlude song when he said, "Hella blues like the rollin' 60s, Christ went to heaven age 33 and so did Pimp C and so did Nipsey." The agenda was passed down to Jay-Z. He then took J. Cole down that path and now after years of selling out J. Cole has even took an artist down the road with Boss, as he literally shows you that he's walking through those doors.